Can I visit with your dog?
Absolutely.
Hi, buddy. Come here. So now you come in nice and easy. This is acceptable behavior. This isn't rude.
Right.
This isn't just being, oh, you got to touch me. Touch me. Look at me. I'm the best in the world. He's just being a good old dog right now. He's just being a good boy because now he knows my energy's different than anybody else. But as soon as you get one of them kids or somebody else that comes in with hot, I call it coming in hot. They come in and the dog is like, yes! And they will match your energy. See, he already postured up. He's like, oh, here it comes. But if I come in a calm hey! Got my ring. I almost pulled your damn tooth out. I bet that didn't feel good. Come here. Sit. Boy. He's like, I'm sorry. I love you. I didn't mean, Good boy.
He's learning slow. When I feed him,
Yep.
if he gets me, he actually just lets go real slow and looks at me like, I'm sorry, and just sits there.
Yeah. Get this around. Okay. That's a good boy. Now you're being a good boy. So listen, you got to work this with your puppies. Thanks, man. You got to work this with your puppies. You got to be able to get your dog to not jump on everybody. All right, come. Off. You know better. Come here. Come here, post. Post. Should come. Okay. So even Ari doesn't get pet if he's acting like a fool. You come? Can I get a kiss? Where's my kiss? Thanks, buddy. Okay, brace. I need you to brace up. Nope, I need a brace. Come here. Good boy, right here. Yeah, good boy. So, did that answer your question? I know that was a really long version of it, but I want you guys to see that if your dog gets anxious like that, my dog was actually exhibiting a jealousy behavior because he knows that was dad messing with these puppies for? Why is he not touching me, you know? That's also a bad behavior, believe it or not. That's a hard thing to get out of your dog. So that's why a lot of times I like to do that drill where I have one of you love on each dog and see how your dog behaves. If your dog behaves in a fashion where they're getting all wound up and amped up, that's got to be worked on. I got to work on that with him. Hey, where are you going? I wasn't going over there. So you got to be able to get your dog to calm down. And when they don't calm down, you don't let people touch. Okay? Your dog has to be in a calm, submissive state of mind. If you're not in a calm, submissive state of mind and I come over and I touch him, he goes, oh, Dad touched me, so what I'm doing is right. That's the same thing if he started whining and I come over there, and I've seen a lot of people do this with their dogs. They will go, no, it's okay, come on, it's okay. And they're stroking their dog, and their dog is going, yeah, I know, I'm nervous all the time. Thanks for telling me it's okay. My mother, she's terrible at this, and if she watches this video, she'll probably punch me in the throat. But she does this with her dog. Her dog will act like a fool. Yeah, we're going to stream it to my mom. She's on vacation, so. But when her dog acts up, she's holding the dog back, and the dog is trying to do what its bad behavior is. And as she's trying to pull the back, I tell her, you're stroking the dog. You're telling the dog it's okay to behave this way, okay? You get a kid that comes up and starts petting your dog, the last thing you want is your dog to jump up on them and knock them over, okay? And you got to prepare yourself for that when you go out into the world, and there are kids out there who unfortunately don't have any respect for the service dog. They only see dog. And they only see, oh, I want to touch him. He's so fluffy, you know, I want to pet him, you know. Can I pet that dog? You know, and they run right up and they touch your dog. The next thing you know, if your dog is not well behaved, your dog is going to jump up on them. And then what happens? The parents don't really see the interaction with the kid until after the accident has happened. And then they're like, oh my God, your dog just knocked my kid over. Your dog bit my kid. Like with Roby, for instance. He's mouthy because he's teething. Their dog, same thing. They're probably going to be mouthy because they're teething. And parents, especially crazy ones, see that as a paycheck, and they go, oh, your dog attacked my kid. No, dummy. My dog is, your kid got my dog wound up, but you can't, we're not expected to give that explanation. These are service dogs, or service dogs to be, and they cannot behave that way. I play with Ari rough at home, and he'll bite with me, and I play with him that way. But when I'm out here, he would never put his mouth on any of you. Unless you started playing with him like that. Then he might. He'd be like, oh, you're just like Dad. I'm okay, I get it. But you don't want your dog to do that. You don't want somebody else to see that and go, that dog bit that kid. And next thing you know, you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube and they got a video of you and they're, look at this dog. And they edit everything else. They edit the dog licking the crap out of this kid. They edit the dog playing with the kid. They only get the part that they want to show the world. Okay? It happens all the time, unfortunately. I was in law enforcement for 11 years. Trust me, I know. It happens all the time. They see just the things that they want you to see and not the whole picture. So be cautious when you're allowing your dog to visit. If your dog is having an issue with visit and they're getting excited like that, you've got to do it in very small increments, okay? That's like with Libby. I had to do it in very tiny increments with her because she was so excited and wanted to just maul me every time. You want to work that in small increments, okay? I take it you're probably having problems with the grandkids.
Actually, no, that's what's so frustrating. The normal people at our house, Ellie doesn't even act like they're there. Our 5-year-old was there all weekend. He's walked by her.
Really?
Somebody strange wants to pet him and he turns into a rock. He really does. He doesn't do it with our normal people.
So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to give your dog a little bit harder of a correction if need be, okay? The people that want to pet their dog, listen, if you allow that, it's a privilege. Privileges are not a right. They can be taken away at any time. I let people want to touch Ari, or they want to pet Ari. It depends on how my mind is that day. If I'm not having a good day, you're not touching my dog. Matter of fact, he's not even going to let you touch him. He will avoid you. But if I'm having a good day and I'm comfortable and I tell Ari, go visit, Ari will go and visit. Now, Ari does his visit where he will go up, he will smell the person at first, and if a person reaches over the top of him, he'll walk away from him. If the person puts their hand down and lets him smell him, then Ari will smell him. I says he'll probably smell your feet next. He'll smell their legs, their feet. He'll smell them up and down. He'll probably sample their air, and then he'll allow them to touch them. If he turns around and throws his butt up against them, he accepts. But if he walks away, I tell him, I'm sorry, my dog's just not having it today. So you got to be able, don't be afraid to hurt people's feelings, is what I'm trying to say, okay? Because not everybody's entitled to have to touch your dog, okay? You guys understand that, right? And little dogs like yours and yours and yours, everybody wants to touch them. Everybody wants to love on them. I get that all the time with Ari, believe it or not. But kids just they flock to him. But grown adults, they walk on the other side of the aisle from him a lot of times. So just make sure that when your dog goes and you go to give them that command to visit and you allow them, you just make sure you set your ground rules. Listen, when you want your dog to visit with somebody, if they say, can I pet your dog? And you're in a good way and there's, you can allow it to happen, you got to give them the ground rules. Number 1, do not reach over the top of my dog. He does not like being pat on the head. Don't do it. Number 2, if my dog backs away from you, he's not going to let you pet him. And number 3, if my dog jumps on you, I am going to recall him back. Okay? So you have to remain calm, and I want you to, if you want to be able to pet him, you have to remain calm. And if he starts to get excited, I have to pull him back. Okay? people appreciate that. Some people don't like it, but I don't really care. It's not their dog. You know, you got to advocate for your dog. Okay?